I'm so sorry. Just professionally, I can't ask either of you to taste that. There's some real clear standouts. Shall we taste?
Absolutely.
Let's go. Let's start with the top floor.
Let's try the duck first.
Like, my stomach is at my feet. My first dish, my first shot at $250,000, I'm serving Chef Ramsay duck and gastrique.
There's hardly anything on there. No veg?
No veg.
No starch?
No starch.
This is not a good look.
Why is it so sweet?
Great question, Chef.
That's very strange. Every mouthful I take across these dishes, I'm planning my strategy. I've got to be very coy and not give too much away to Naisha and Richard. Some of the most important comments I'm keeping up here.
Let's go for the sea bass.
Skin not seared. So inside it's cooked beautifully.
Gorgeous.
But the skin is so soft.
Veg is cooked well.
I can spot brilliance a mile away, but I can taste it instantly. And that sea bass was cooked beautifully. That's what I need on my team. How do they cook this thing? Oh dear. Overcooked. Damn.
Wow. Salmon.
What cook in the right mind would cook a skin nice and crispy and then dunk it in a puree?
It's almost like you're trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Like, it looks a little dark, too.
Very under-seasoned.
Wow.
Okay, scallops.
That is minimalistic, right?
Very minimalistic.
I am definitely hoping I'm selected by Chef Ramsay. He is one of my biggest inspirations for becoming a chef.
Great sear.
Scallop is cooked really, really nice.
Yeah. I didn't watch any of you cook on the top floor, but I've definitely spotted some great potential for my team. Right, shall we move to the middle floor?
Sure.
What is this, a chorizo?
Chorizo, this is a like a corn puree, almost like a fresh corn grits.
Chorizo not exactly a high-end cut, tough to work with.
The fact that it's that dry means it was really overcooked, too.
These guys are bagging on that chorizo dish, but the spice with the sweetness, it danced in my mouth, and I think this is a sleeper dish right here.
Trout? Tough one.
Bold, whole fish cooking. I respect it.
What's the puree?
Zucchini brown butter puree.
Oh, beautiful.
There's some heat in there as well.
Oh, wow.
This is interesting.
All right, so we got a skirt steak with some farro and Brussels and a spinach chimichurri.
Steak is stunning.
That is exactly what that steak's supposed to taste like. You can tell it was cooked at the perfect time.
Right, what's this?
So we got a pork steak right here.
It's cooked beautifully. Man, the rub's good.
The rub's good, the steak is cooked well. It's a tricky cut.
Very well balanced.
In these dishes, I'm looking for flair, restraint, but more importantly, every mouthful, I want to taste passion. Now, whoever cooked that pork steak has that flair I'm looking for. Hopefully, Richard or Naisha doesn't snatch them up. Shrimp, rice.
We have a shrimp and rice bowl using arborio rice and a turmeric-based curry.
That's not arborio rice. That's overcooked rice.
Who the hell am I to think that I could hide my rice from Chef Ramsay, huh?
We could have done more with the rice.
Seems like an afterthought.
Second floor kitchen, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of hoping that no one realizes that there's a delicious curry there. There are definitely things that I'm not talking a lot about that I love.
Okay.
This is the rib cap.
Is that a chive bundle around that
Yeah.
asparagus? The asparagus is peeled.
Yeah. That rib cap's cooked beautifully.
Potatoes, asparagus. It's a very cohesive dish. There's an elegant chili on my palate.
Second dish. New York strip. As always, the essence, in my mind, is the cook.
Absolutely.
How did that go?
Steak challenge.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
Stunning.
To me, this is perfectly cooked.
Stop down yourself.
So this is a filet mignon, the Rolls Royce cut, homemade gnocchi. Slightly under,
Gnocchi's beautiful.
soft, pillowy.
Nice riff on steak and potatoes.
A ribeye.
Artfully plated.
The onion really wakes this dish up. It's sweet, it's spicy.
That's good. And then finally, tomahawk. So this individual decided to make the most amazing cracker, but forgot to put them on.
Bummer.
This would have been a huge selling point in our choice.
Oh no.
I don't want to go home. Hopefully that tomahawk was good enough. I'm just super stressed.
Next up, mid-floor. Tri-tip.
A cook. Woo. The actual cook is absolutely perfect and a tough protein to get right.
You have a nice crust on this, it's rested.
But the bok choy doesn't make sense. You can't put that on raw. Whoever cooked this stuff is horrible raw.
Dagger in the stomach. I walked into this challenge feeling extremely confident, and like, what was I thinking when I grabbed that bok choy?
Next one.
This is the flank steak.
It's cooked beautifully.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's got this rustic charm, this dish.
This is someone who's cooked, I think, a lot of red meat before. The seasoning's on point.
Absolutely.
The one thing it needs for me is the heat. I can't taste the chili.
Next one, skirt steak.
Unfortunately, inside, it's actually raw because it's solid mass. Very hard to swallow. Next one.
This is a top round, yes.
So plating looks a little bit dated.
Yes, very dated.
Clearly, the elevator also stops in 1984.
So whoever cooked this, I don't know if you're a social media star, a home cook, or a restaurant chef. I don't give a because that right there is cooked beautifully. There's love on that plate. The final dish.
Final dish, we have a short rib. This person grabbed 3 ingredients: petite onion, sweet potato, and short rib, and sesame seeds as a garnish.
And those sesame seeds, they look like bird seeds that bought my granddad's cage for his parrot.
Wow. My grandmother, as a Korean immigrant, would be ashamed to see any sort of sesame not toasted. They just seem like an afterthought.
There's no seasoning on there whatsoever.
Wow.
Zero. I'd love to taste a little bit of more chili throughout this.
To cook a bad steak twice. It brings shame on me. I know that my friends and family love me no matter what, but every other Texan is gonna be sending me hate mail.
Shall we? Basement, Richard, please.
Yep. I'm excited for Gordon and Aisha to taste my team's food. They may not have had the best ingredients or equipment, but I think their tastes are gonna shine through. This is a flat iron steak that fell from the sky into this kitchen, yes.
What? Did any of the vegetables fall from the ceiling?
No, but thank goodness that these hatch chilies did arrive in the mid-round drop.
Shall we?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no seasoning on that meat.
And the barbecue sauce is a little too sweet.
Brutal. Brutal. I'm really feeling like I need a drink.
Just look at these dishes with that Italian influence. I'm excited to see how everyone has elevated their dish with these amazing mushrooms. Richard, shall we start with your team? Top floor, please.
Sure.
Yes. Okay.
This chef has prepared pan-seared chicken scallopini and an impasta.
Visually looks beautiful. Definite restaurant quality.
Really nice to transform something as basic as a squash and elevate it.
The last 2 cooks didn't pan out the way I wanted, so there's definitely pressure on me showing the mentors that I deserve to be here. Okay. Like, I want to win.
Chicken's cooked beautifully.
For me, it's lacking a little bit of salt, but gorgeous, gorgeous.
Whoever cooked that, what a start.
The next dish, it's a lamb chop with 1 eggplant raviolo.
Please let it be cooked.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. It's a beautiful balance of sweetness and gaminess.
But just a touch thinner on the ravioli.
All right, next up, spicy shrimp capellini. This chef took the hanchimeji mushrooms and pureed them right into the cream sauce.
Shrimp are nailed. I love the heat there.
Just sort of dances across my palate.
All right, next dish up here is spaghetti and clams, and then also toasted breadcrumbs on top to sort of give textural contrast.
Let that be cooked through, baby. Being on the top level with the top ingredients, there is no excuse for you not to crank out some of the best food you possibly can.
I don't know who cooked this, but it looks like it's been cooked by a pro. What they've managed to do is cook everything to absolute, utter perfection.
Oh, Father, Son, and Casey Musgraves over here, baby. I'm just like, thank you.
Definitely from the top floor, that's for sure.
I'm feeling good about my team's dishes. I think everyone stepped to the plate today. Hopefully we can find a winner on this team. We got 4 authentically Italian dishes here.
Right, should we move to the middle floor? This one is a hand-rolled cut pappardelle.
Wow.
Done on a veal chop. Mushrooms stood out beautifully.
Pasta is definitely a little thick for a pappardelle, but the veal is cooked beautifully.
Good job, Kenny. You're together, both. This person wanted to do a take on a fish stew.
Looks like it could be served in an upscale Italian restaurant.
The gnocchi's a bit tough to get behind.
Today, this individual decided to forego the protein and then did the most amazing gnocchi.
This is exciting, it looks vibrant.
I'm getting a lot of this umami and sort of earthiness. I'm assuming that's coming from the mushrooms. That sauce is delicious.
Now, this one was a take on a tagliatelle. No protein, fresh ricotta. The ricotta is wonderful, a really nice flavor.
Pasta a little bit overcooked. It's a bit toothsome.
An Italian challenge. I overcook my pasta. Elimination challenge, here I come.
This was starting out to make an incredible pesto. We had no pine nuts, so this individual depended on that crunch from the breadcrumbs. It's missing ingredients. It's naked and afraid.
To me, it's underdressed and mildly uncomfortable.
Oh my God. If you don't have pine nuts to make a pesto, change the plan.
Yes, we're mentoring you, but understand that there's two of the floors that are absolutely on their game. Shall we dig in?
Let's do it.
Let's start with the top floor, the top flight kitchen.
We have an ostrich tenderloin.
Ostrich?
This looks like something I'd eat in the neighborhood bistro. It's got a homey sort of feel to it.
I love it. I'd run a mile away from ostrich. I'd run faster than a ostrich to get away from that. So whoever picked that already tells me the bold tenacity of what they're about.
I don't even know how to cook that. What temp do you aim for? Is that a medium rare? Whoever cooked this is probably someone you gotta watch out for, too.
Here we have a Jamaican-inspired chicken wing,
Wow.
and we have a Treviso salsa.
I mean, that has to be the most elevated chicken wing in the country tonight, right?
Absolutely. Amazing brininess and sweetness coming off the bacon in the salsa as well.
Treviso, do something more with those, the ones you laid down. Hit it in the pan for 30 seconds and sort of get a little bit of that bitterness out there.
Next up, we have a drumstick. This person has sous vide the drumsticks.
I mean, for me, I'd worry less about using the circulator and more about using salt.
It's sort of a Cajun-inspired biscuits and gravy.
It looks very rustic, very homely. Ooh la la. Wow. That's it, right?
Yes, baby.
We all know you want an extra 1,000 likes on any social media platform, you put an egg on it.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Does that burn?
Damn.
I'm struggling with burning things. That's not something I've experienced since I was 12 years old. And it's really throwing me off my game.
Here we have the Cornish game hen and frisée.
Wow. The actual poultry is a little bit tough, and the frisée salad, it's like an afterthought.
My team is better than this. There's just not a lot of love that I see coming off of these dishes here today. All I can hope for is the other teams had a hard time themselves.
Right, shall we descend down to the basement?
Yes.
Brace yourselves. This was a message from heaven. Chicken oysters.
Wow.
I'm amazed they came down to the basement.
I mean, listen, who doesn't love chicken nuggets and sweet and sour sauce?
That is not a chicken nugget.
This is like
Don't you dare embarrass my team.
This is an
That
elevated...
is not a f***ing nugget.
My man said chicken nuggets. Mad disrespectful.
Say what you want, Gordon. The riff off of chicken nuggets and sweet and sour sauce makes this work. For me, it's tasty.
It's a freaking good dish. That's what it is. Next, pheasant.
Yeah, I mean, pheasant would have been my last pick. It could be just really, really tough to work with and tough to eat, quite
Very
honestly.
difficult. This is definitely next level cooking, but the sauce, it's having a little bit trouble getting into the pasta itself and becoming cohesive.
Right, this next dish, a chicken liver jambalaya.
Wow, that's the money shot. Money shot.
Wow, I mean, I love how you get the chicken liver flavor that's running through this rice dish. Maybe a little bit more spice, but I'm happy with this dish.
It's the kind of food I grew up with. I just wish my mom was here to taste it.
Oh, I'm so proud of myself because I cook with love. That's my secret weapon.
Richard, let's start with you, please.
This chef has a very clear theme to this burger. It's a Southern-inspired spiced chicken burger with pimento cheese and a peach and horseradish ketchup with some fried sweet potatoes.
Stunning flavors. I'm getting really beautiful charred notes coming off of this burger.
Choosing chicken on that top floor with all those top flight proteins is a risky choice. But my God, it delivers.
Thank you, Lord. So worried.
Our next chef has made an absolute classic rendition of a burger.
Whoever cooked that on your team is a professional chef. Let's get that right.
So this is sirloin, pretzel bun, fried egg, a special jalapeno sauce.
The potatoes are cooked amazing and a really lovely side.
For me, it tastes as good as it looks.
Wow. My heart is smiling, especially after cooking an elimination round. It's the best feeling.
Our next chef, this is a Greek-inspired lamb burger with an oregano lemon aioli.
The actual lamb's delicious. Pate is delicious. Bread is disgusting.
I would love to have seen some greens on this plate.
All right, our next burger, you've heard of a smashed burger.
Smashed? Where's the bun? Where's the bread? Man, that is the most unappetizing burger I've seen in a long time. That's raw.
Yeah.
I can't swallow that. I'll lose my 3-star Michelin.
If Chef Ramsay ever spit my food out, I would just walk out and go dig my grave and lay in it.
Kind of a remarkable achievement to be able to burn something and keep it raw at the same time.
That is harsh.
I need Mariah or Courtney's burger to win this, to keep me out of elimination, because I am for sure headed there if we don't win today.
Right, basement. I think one of the most difficult proteins on that platform. This is an ostrich burger.
I mean, where'd you get calamari from? There's squid?
No, they're leeks.
Like, I want to do like a vegetarian calamari dish now because of that.
Where were the potatoes used in this dish?
I thought the fries were forgotten. They weren't. Unfortunately, the fries are on there.
The burger itself, seasoned nicely in terms of salt, but lacking depth of flavor.
It's missing a condiment. I'm not getting anything to take this dish to the next level.
This one was a bit of a chef's dream. This is a dry age. I'm amazed it hit the basement. So we start off with a bacon jam and fried tomatoes. Look at that. Wow. The cook is superb. Bingo. Oh, boy. This is a pork-based burger. It has fried, crispy avocado chips with a crisp from a purple potato as well, and a pickled cucumber.
The combination of the cucumber and the avocado, very tasty. The burger and the bun, not very good at all.
I've seen this individual cook brilliantly in this competition, but when you have a garnish of a deep-fried avocado that tastes better than your burger, we're in trouble, period.
At least the garnish tastes good.
This is a turkey burger with a mango salsa. That's raw. I'm so sorry. Just professionally, I can't ask either of you to taste that. For me, I'm slightly pissed off because we are strong. We're super strong. And we still put up raw burgers. That is an insult.
First up, a English muffin French toast. Pork and peach hash. This is topped with pickled blueberry and a poached egg.
Wow. Pork is delicious. Right amount of heat in there. But I'm just getting obliterated with the amount of sweetness on this dish. This overpowering sugar.
Next up, brioche bread pudding with blood orange. It's served with a chocolate hazelnut sauce and candied bacon.
Visually, Naisha, how's that for you?
A bit odd to place the egg on top of the bread pudding.
Yeah, for me, it's bizarre.
All right, I'm gonna try it all together and be brave here.
All together? Your ass is gonna be running faster than Usain Bolt. I'm just so confused. Fried egg with chocolate sauce. Man, that's a tough one.
That really broke my heart because I'm better than that. I just let myself down, and I need to do better.
Next up, we have chorizo and a fried bread made from scratch with a strawberry salsa and sliced fresh avocado.
Eggs cooked beautifully. Oof.
Yes, eggs are perfect.
So bold to create a bread and make a bread, not just take one off the platform.
Fried bread. That's delicious.
That strawberry salsa, I'm here for it.
Piette is really starting to rise to the top of this competition. This dish is screaming a 10 in creativity, and honestly, my team needs it if we're gonna stay out of that elimination. Let's taste this last one. Smoked salmon croissant Benedict with twice cooked potatoes and a candied citrus zest.
I love that this dish didn't go overboard on the sweetness.
I love that little candied hollandaise. What a nice, quirky idea. Spoils it for me is that train track of overcooked potatoes in the middle. What a shame. Middle floor, a take on a steak and eggs, wrapped in a crepe.
Definitely large. I would definitely order this to share with my brunch buddies.
The New York strip is tender, seasoned beautifully. It's like a sort of breakfast after a night after party. It goes on and on and on. Can you name that dish?
It's a crepe, it's a burrito.
It's a crepe burrito.
A crepe burrito. This is a take on a quiche. Quiche done in 45 minutes, virtually impossible.
I love the citrus coming through, but this does not read brunch to me. It seems very compartmentalized.
There's just too much sauce work going on. It's like a painter's palette.
This individual shot themselves in the foot by trying to be too smart for brunch. Next, fried lobster. Chive biscuit and the maple for the sweetness. Took the lobster from the drop. I was amazed that hit the second floor.
Not an easy item to cook.
The lobster's perfect.
Love the idea of a fried lobster. That is the next level technique.
I'd like to see this on one of my restaurant menus.
After tasting my team's 3 dishes, I've got one lobster, which is incredible, New York steak wrapped in a crepe, and then one deconstructed mess. But it only takes one stunning dish to save your entire team.
Down to the basement. We'll start right here with an all-American breakfast platter.
It's not a restaurant dish, but that's what I love about it, because it's a perfectly cooked home brunch.
A perfect balance of the savory and sweet. Exactly what brunch should be. Our next dish over here, fried chicken breast with biscuits and gravy. This chef should go in the business of biscuits with butter and jam, because that's a dish on its own. That marmalade is next level.
The biscuits are phenomenal.
The kind of biscuit you need to take 2 days to sleep it off after eating it. The big issue I have with this dish, it is dry. Got me all excited. You just kicked me in the nuts.